It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Playoff game one now, history. Time for game two of this series here on 2K Sports. We're in the first round. Shaquille O'Neal is here, so is Kenny the Jet Smith. I'm Ernie Johnson.
The Western
20,000 fans in chorus in a sold-out arena here in Phoenix, Arizona. We are just about ready to get underway here in Game 2 of the first round of the Western Conference Playoffs. 2K Sports brings it to you live once again. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. You look at Phoenix. Tough loss for them in Game 1. We'll see if they can rally back in front of their hometown crowd to tie the series.
And this virtually becomes a must-win after that loss in Game 1. You almost never see a team drop the first two at home and go on to win a playoff series.
Yeah, they'll be reeling if this one gets away from them. Having to hit the road down zip to 2. But if they right the ship here today, it'll still be anybody's series.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Whiteside is out there with Lowry Markkanen. Then there's Kent Bazemore. Then it's Russell. And it's George. And at the 3, the small forward. Here's Dinwiddie. McGee bounce pass. Durant kicks to Levine. Shot clock at 6. McGee the pass to Levine. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound.
No excuses, no explanations. I mean, got to sink that J from mid-range. Defense wasn't even paying attention to him. Come on, man.
Now, here is Russell. In the corner, George with it. Dallas, no good that time either. Pass to Durant. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
Yeah, you look at the way Kevin Durant releases it so high, makes it hard to block, which is why he's such an efficient inside scorer.
Here's Markkanen. Great D that time from Durant.
Not looking good for him so far. 4 straight misses to start the game.
Here's McGee. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layups.
Old school D right there. Just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
The Mavericks have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Bazemore against Levine. Whiteside kicks it to Bazemore. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Kevin Durant. Dallas shooting their first free throws here for the night. The free throw dropped for Bazemore. And so Bazemore nails both of them. We've got 1:48 left here in the first quarter. Levine kicks to Collins. Now the pass to Durant. Collins dishes to Durant. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Markkanen, and the Suns miss again.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That's what I call an everything but. Good execution, just didn't knock it down. But you're right, they're happy with that shot.
Now here's Bazemore. To the paint. Durant against Markkanen. Nice D from Durant.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range, extended out nicely, and definitely bothered the shot.
Nobody near George. From outside, off the mark.
Boy, awful defending, really. But in the end, they dodged a bullet. They can't let shooters get clean looks from outside.
Here's Levine. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, big guards with exceptional athleticism, you see why it's so in vogue, so much the end thing now. Levine thrives in the painted area.
Now, here's George. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. it's hauled in by the Suns. They come into this game after losing on Saturday.
I mean, frustrating when missed free throws become contagious. Really the Achilles heel in that one.
Well, if you're going to win, you've got to shoot a good percentage from the stripe, and for them, they have no one to blame but themselves.
Deep two from Russell. Jump shot is good that time.
You know, we've talked about the stroke before. The repeatable motion.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. The defensive work they've done against Paul George has been a big factor. He hasn't done anywhere near the kind of damage we expected. And we'll be back with you shortly. It's the NBA playoffs. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action here in this game 2. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Phoenix.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
On the court for the Mavericks, we've got D'Angelo Russell. Whiteside is out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then it's Paul George, and it's Bazemore at the shooting guard position. Now here's Levine. Collins pass it to Levine. Here's Dinwiddie. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Dinwiddie's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Suns. Bazemore on the wing. Russell against Durant. Whiteside kicks it to Bazemore. Over Levine. They get the rebound. And no good that time. Suns leading by 9. Fires from 14. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Yeah, they're cracking. Absolutely cracking and looking to pad that lead.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Yeah, a lot of blanks there. Can't hit a thing. Has to be deflating.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Durant in the corner. No good on the 3. Mavericks trailed by 11. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And Bazemore kicks to Markkanen. 6 to shoot. George, that's a 2-pointer, and that's good for 2. George has got his first 2 points.
And scoring the ball comes easily and naturally to him. He's a versatile player at the offensive end.
Durant finds McGee. George against Durant. No good there. George with the defensive effort. The Mavericks have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Outside, Russell. Dallas moving the ball around. Lets it go from deep, and George is good for 3. George has got 5 now.
It's really difficult to contain Paul George in these pick and roll sets because of his speed. I mean, that's one element that gives him a great advantage. He's really good at making decisions in tight spaces and in these pick and roll situations.
Now George following Durant's 3-point attempt. Markkanen can't get it to go.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Collins. Dinwiddie kicks to Levine. Suns with the new shot clock. And finished off by Collins.
And great effort on the boards, and what a mean that was, Gary. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, over, or through you to get to the pump. Resplendent release on the floater. When executed correctly, it's a beautiful, effective shot.
Levine with it. Durant in the corner. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Durant's got his second basket of the game.
Kevin, I like what Levine showed there.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns in control with a 9-point lead.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, for the Suns, after falling into a 1-0 hole to start the series, they look to be getting back on the right track here tonight. And it's crucial that they do hold on to this halftime lead, because falling behind 2-0 would leave them with a very steep hill to that about.
The streets around this beautiful arena in downtown Phoenix, the home of the Suns. And welcome back to the NBA playoffs as we get ready to continue with this round one matchup. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. They trail by 9 points. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. They've got John Collins, who's out there with Durant. Levine is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard. Now here's Levine, following the shot by Kevin Durant.
Boy, he shows a lot of desire when he's fighting for that tough board, and his length doesn't hurt either.
So looking it over, he kicks to Bazemore. Takes the three, trains the three-pointer. Bazemore's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Mavs. And the foul on Kent Bazemore. That's his first foul. Paul George with the steal.
I don't like that decision there on the entry pass. Not with the defender right there ready to pick it off.
I tell you what, Paul George has done a good job getting stronger since he's been in the league. And because of that, he doesn't mind seeking out contact. As a matter of fact, his new added strength gives him confidence as he seeks contact.
Paul George with the steal. Here's the three. He can't get it to go. Now the Suns take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points.
You know, he's been off so far, Kevin, but there's still time. I mean, he just needs to settle it down, idle it down a little bit, and try to contribute as much as he can on the offense within himself.
Now here is McGee. Back to Durant. Clock at 4. Fires from deep. Fresh 24 for the Suns. Dinwiddie passes to Collins. And here is Durant. Shoots the three. Hits it from three-point range. Durant's got his third basket of the night.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Markkanen down low. Defended by Durant. Bazemore dishes to George. And George with the stuff.
Well, I tell you what, George has tremendous bounce ability. It's always fun to see him launch and throw it down.
Levine kicks to Collins. McGee the pass to Dinwiddie. It's deflected. George with the ball. Guarded now by Durant. That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from George.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Suns leading by 3. Keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Pass to McGee. To the middle. Here's Dinwiddie. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And how about a little lot of showmanship there as he increases the lead.
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Now, here is Russell. Just 5 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Markkanen can't get it to go.
I mean, his field goal percentage isn't good. He's not helping his team out there shooting this poorly.
Here's Dinwiddie. He's guarded by Markkanen. Dinwiddie kicks to Collins. Levine deciding where to go with it. They get it back. Collins passes to McGee. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. And it's the Suns with the ball. 6-point lead. And finished off by Collins.
And Durant just great at picking apart the defense. When they leave one of his guys open, he is quick to get the ball to.
From deep. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Phoenix in the driver's seat. Up 8. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
These guys are going to struggle guarding move.
Welcome back as we get set to continue our coverage of this round 1 playoff matchup. Phoenix leading by 8. On the floor for Dallas starting the 4th quarter here. Russell is out there with Kent Bazemore. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. And it's Whiteside in at the 5 down low. Now here's Levine. And stolen by Bazemore. Over Levine. Another shot. And it's laid in by Whiteside. Whiteside's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Mavs. Bazemore against Levine. Kicks to McGee. It's Durant on the wing. Over George. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Mavericks trail by 6. 4th quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Fires it up. Phoenix grabs the miss. McGee's got his 5th rebound in this one. Dinwiddie kicks to Durant. Dinwiddie passes to McGee. Levine against Bazemore. With the teardrop, and Levine lays it in.
Nice touch on the floater. Another tool that Levine's developed. I mean, he's becoming a better all-around scorer for sure.
Now here's Whiteside. Plays it up and banks it in. Whiteside's got 4 points in the quarter.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Here's Collins. Outside Durant. Just 5 on the clock. Fades back, and good. He nails it. And the Suns lead by 8.
And Durant has just such a fluid release. Very efficient shooting the ball from that mid-range.
Here's Russell. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Here's Dinwiddie. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And piling on to that big lead. We know he has the range late on the defensive reaction.
Yeah, and you really can't afford those kinds of lapses. I mean, not when facing a hole or a deficit like this.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Kevin Durant.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
Falling into a 2-game hole would have been a disaster, and he knew it. He's done everything in his power to get momentum back on their side in this series. Here's Collins. After D'Angelo Russell's bucket, And it's Durant missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
To the inside. McGee with the block. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Levine kicks to Dinwiddie. Poke loose and stolen by Bazemore. Takes the three. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That's his first foul. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over.
Pass to Levine. Here's Dinwiddie. He's covered by Bazemore. 6 to shoot. Dinwiddie dishes to McGee. The Suns need to get a shot off. Durant for three. Mavericks with the rebound.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Dallas, no good that time either. And so it's Durant with it. They'll bring it up for Phoenix. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
I'll tell you what, the energy in this arena, you can feel it.
Big time. I mean, it's amazing. Their crowd letting them hear it. And that's always inspiring. They want to see this thing get wrapped up.
Bazemore finds Russell. Cans it from downtown.
The confidence from range. I mean, that's what scouts still insist will make Russell a top-level player.
So the Suns win it. Just all right, David, thank you. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join.
Nice. Talking about, cause I got, and my, what's